Hey there, Liz Waldman here with your Pilot Home Team out of Keller Williams Denver Tech Center office, bringing you the monthly market update for December 2025. So to begin, we sold 3,157 homes. That is down 3% from last year, where it was 3,255 homes. That is actually up about just over 300 homes from last month. So more activity in November that showed up in number of sales in December. The number of homes on the last day of the month was 9,995. That was up 4% from last year, where it was 9,610, and that was down about 3,000 homes from last month. So again, not super uncommon to see that number go down in December. The average price sold was 660,029. That was down 2% from last year, where it was 673, 686. So despite there being a good, strong November, we did see prices go down in December. Again, not too surprising because it is the end of the year. The average ask price was $575,390. That is down 3.9% from last year, where it was $598,963, and that is down about $30,000 from last month. I should go back and mention that the average price sold month over month from November to December was down $35,000. Again, with the end of the year, people just try and offload their properties, so buyers really actually do end up getting a decent deal. So really no surprise that things went down, but we will see what happens as we move into the start of this year. The price per square foot was $256. That is down 4.1% from last year, where it was $267, and that is down $2 a square foot from last month. Days on market was 64. That is up 12.3% from last year, where it was 57, and that is a 7-day increase from last month. Month supply was 3. Shockingly enough, that was down 14.3% from last year, where it was 3.5. And that went down 1.5 months from last month. Again, no surprise as we start to see properties get pulled off the market at the end of the year. The 500 to 599 price range accounted for the majority of homes sold. That was 20% of all the homes. Then the 400 to 499 price range was 18% of all the sales, and then the 600 to 699 price range was 13.9% of all the sales. So no change in that order month over month, but we did see an uptick in the 400 by 1% of all the sales, and then almost 1% for that 600 to 699 price range. And so from 400 to 699, we saw 51.9% of all the sales. So a little bit of an increase in that little middle range there, which is interesting. The $1 million market accounted for 10.2% of all the sales, and that's actually down over 2% from last month. Then we saw the 300 to 399 market overtake that fifth spot of the 700 to 799 at 9.9% of all the sales, which was a slight increase month over month. We saw 700 to 799 take just over a 0.5% decrease in sales, and land in that sixth spot at 9.4% of all the sales. So, typical recovery from the end of the year into the start of the year. Interest rates are remaining pretty good right now. We will see if that factors into a push here in January. I do expect a kind of slow January in the sense that we're all coming off of the holidays, and it's not uncommon to see this happen. I do think we're going to see a big push in February, but I will keep you posted, and I will also be back with a video on everything that happened over the year, a breakdown of that. So if you have any questions about your specific situation, buy, sell, is this the year, please reach out to us at 303-956-2765 or visit our website at www.yourpilothome.com, and I'll talk to you soon.